Let's paint a Christmas lantern. So we'll do a rough sketch. I'll show you how, and then I'll show you how to mix the reds. That's a rough sketch I've made. I'll show you what to do. You just take your pencil, come down like that, go up, make one rectangle like that, come down, make another rectangle here, and this is where we will place our candle. This is going to where we place our candle. This is just a rough sketch I'm showing you, and we'll put the wick here, we'll put our candle flame here, and then we will light this up with blue. Now we'll pull this up again. That's how we will come down here. You have made this one rectangle like that, you made one box like that, right? In the middle, leave enough space for your candle. This will be, when you see a three-dimensional box on the side, this is one end of the side of the lampshade, which is not visible to you, and then then you will come up like that again, this way, and you complete your lampshade, right? And then there's another side which you cannot see. We'll just put a very light line there. This line will come here, this line will come here, and if you want me to do darker shades, come here. See, this is the box that comes down here, this is the box that comes here, this is the box that comes here. There are two lines which are not visible, they are behind, and then just we will level it out in painting. That is, I use my watercolor pencils, which are water soluble. When you add water to a brush and add it to this, this is what will happen. It will just dissolve, so you won't see the lines as you would in an HB pencil, right? So that's just, I've showed you what happens to a watercolor pencil and why I use it in my sketching. So over here we come up. This is one end, you come up like that, and you make a round, something round, a cup which comes out. You'll add this, you'll bring this end up, you'll bring this end up, this will remain like that, and then take the center and draw your top of the lantern, where you will hang up your lantern on the fence, on your door, with a beautiful wreath, and that's it. Then in the end you can add one hook with which your lantern hangs, right? So this is a rough sketch I have shown you on how to make your lantern, and now we'll just start our painting and our sketch. Draw a few that's it, that's how it will come. Be confident in your strokes, practice it a little on a sketch paper, and then proceed over here. See, that's the way you come up, and this is your thing, and this is the hook with which you hang it on the wall. So now we got to put it. I've done something, a bigger version of this over here, and I'm going to mix my reds and blues and start coloring. Okay, so now we have put in the colors, the outline. I have used magenta and cadmium yellow deep, and the color I got was this beautiful outline, rusty reddish brown. Then I put in some orange around my flame and yellow closer to the wick, and right near the wick it is pure white. I left the white of the paper, and these are some acrylic colors. I'm using gold. I am using yellow oxide and gold. These are acrylic, and I am circling the lantern. And why am I doing this? Because we want to show the glow. There's just one thing I'd like to bring to your attention is that whenever we want to show glow and a lot of source of light, we must encircle it with darker hues. So I will put in my Prussian blue to circle up this gold. The idea of illuminating a lantern, see, immediately the lantern appears to be glowing far more than it was glowing on just a golden background. As soon as I put my Prussian blue, the gold and the light coming out of the lantern is more sharper and more aesthetically beautiful to the eye than it would have been with just the gold background. So to see light, we must have dark. That is why I put in the Prussian blue. Now, another thing I'd bring to your attention is when we put in the gold and we put in the blue, we get greener hues. So to create a buffer between the two, you just dab in a little cadmium red or magenta, any kind of red. Dab it in between the two shades of gold and Prussian blue, or you'll get a hue of green. Minus that, we use the gold encircling the lantern, then we put in the green, and then we put in the cadmium red, and then we put in the blue. And now I'm just pulling it out, blending it in. I did my roses. I had done another tutorial on roses, so you can follow that for the roses. And I had done a wreath where I showed you how to do the roses and the hollyhocks, berries, so you can follow that tutorial for the roses. Over here, I've just kept them on the side of the lantern, making it look very pretty, and the card is complete.